instead of making it so, sad. So getting back to the Warriors, though, they turned the page like you mentioned.
That's right.
They came out with a sense of urgency. They played hard. Every second counts. That's the motto now. So, and you saw it. They look like a different team tonight, and I felt like they did a good job with setting the tone early.
I like the word composure here because they had to navigate their grief, but also do a job tonight. So they got back on the floor. It was 8 days in between games. It was close at halftime, just a 1-point Warriors lead, but the third quarter is where the Warriors busted this thing open, ending this quarter on a 19-10 run. Guys, what did you see change in this quarter that gave the Warriors the lead? They never let up.
Well, they got back to that third quarter of Warrior basketball. When they come out, once again, set the tone early. That ball was moving and popping. Guys were getting to their basket. JK, you got to give him a lot of love tonight. He had a big night tonight going 11 for 11, but just a sense of urgency coming out, understanding we got to get a win tonight.
I mean, the Warriors held the Atlanta Hawks in the third quarter to 24 points. Part of it was getting stops and stopping them on the three-point line, but a lot of it was rebounding. JK's energy was infectious. You can see it right here. You see it on the offensive end. Great pass right there to Klay Thompson.
I was like, speaking of JK, there it goes right there. Yep.
His energy was felt throughout the game today, but the Warriors as a whole, coming out in the second half and really be staunch, being really, really stingy on the defensive end and not letting the Atlanta Hawks get second chance points, I think that was a big key to the second half run tonight.
All right, this sounds like we need to talk about JK. 11 for 11. So he ties Chris Mullin for most field goals in Warriors history without a miss. 25 points off the bench, 9 rebounds to lead the team in that category. Guys, what are you noticing? Jarrell, I'll start with you, with his year 3 leap.
The maturity, Kara. I think that's the biggest thing. I remember me being a young fella. We have kind of the similar story, just kind of out of high school, straight to being a professional. But JK, the game is finally slowing down for him. He's taking his time. He's not trying to attack every single time. He's probing. He's looking for those gaps, and then he's getting to the basket like you see right there. So I see the game slowing down, him maturing, Kara, right in front of our eyes.
Steph said he's seeing the picture. What do you think, Festus?
He just couldn't be stopped tonight. JK was an animal on all sides of the ball. He was, what did you want tonight? Is it a post-up? Was it a drive into the basket, getting fouled, getting to the free throw line? Was it making plays? He showed you the whole package, and this is the things that you see from JK where you start to wonder, why wasn't this guy playing early in the year?
I'm not no coach, man. Don't ask me that, Festus. I'm not the coach.
But you see, that's the thing you're supposed to do as a player. You're supposed to make people wonder that, because he has been putting the work in, and with all the time people talk about he's young and all the things that he's lacking, but JK is showing you all the things that he does have. His athletic attributes are starting to pay off, and if he continues to develop like this, I see him as an all-star in this NBA, and that's what I've said since he got into the league, and right now we're starting to see that potential.
Well, whether he's starting, whether he's off the bench, if he's going to get about 30 minutes a game, that's still plenty of time to showcase these skills. Let me give you some numbers, too, because this is the 4th consecutive game where he's had 20 or more points. So tonight, 25. We're running back to the Grizzlies, 20, Bucks, 28, a career high, and then the Bulls, 24. So JK definitely on one right now, working those mismatches, attacking. You love to see this for him.
You love to see this, and just got to give my son some love. He had his best high school game last night, but what I told him is this can't be it. You got to continue to level up, and that's what we're seeing from JK. The coach told him he was maybe out of the starting line, the rotation. Then he used them. And then 21 consecutive games in double figures. So that's how you be a pro. That's how you become a better basketball player, is being locked in and getting better every game.
What's your son's name?
Devin Wright.
All right, Devin, you hear that? You got a message from Daddy tonight.
That's a great shout out, by the way. I mean, with JK, you see maturity because he's not just chasing the scoring. And tonight he couldn't be stopped offensively. And you saw him defensively rebounding. He had 9 rebounds tonight. But a play that I love that they kept running was